welcome back to Open Everyone. Don't forget to get social with us. That's right. Tweet us at BronxNet TV, and while you're there, tweet me too at Rina Valentin. We want to hear from you. All right, so the start of the new school year is right around the corner, and so today we're going to share some tips for healthy snacking, that is, with your kids that we hope they'll enjoy and grow to love, right? Because we want our children to be healthy. And joining us now to tell us more, we welcome health and nutrition expert and best-selling author Nancy Addison. Hello, Nancy, and thank you for being here with us.
Oh, thank you. I love coming to visit you.
We love when you're here in New York and you come with these fabulous tips that are kind of like fooling our children. I hope nobody heard that. I'm referring to the little one in the audience, of course. That would be my 7-year-old. But however, congratulations on this new book. Love the cover.
Thank you.
Raising Healthy Children.
And it's half recipes, so easy, inexpensive recipes that are quick and easy to make.
Well, I was congratulating you because you were sharing that you just won bestseller.
Yes.
Congrats.
Well, and I won Best Parenting and Family Book of the Year by the International Book Awards, which was very nice.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Every time you come, you're popping out another book. And I love that you're moving it on to the next generation, right? Because that's where it all begins. And so, interesting enough, you know, when it comes to kids, I said fool them, right? Because if they don't hear that it's healthy until they become acclimated to the healthy eating, they'll eat it. So what do you have up your sleeve there?
Well, really is so important with children and their health because their organs are still forming. So the quality of their food is actually more important than what we are eating. And so many people rely on processed foods or snack foods that are prepackaged and they have artificial colors or artificial dyes or preservatives to it, which in many studies have shown they actually cause ADHD or hyperactivity or even nerve damage. And so, you know, cleaning up the food they eat is so vitally important. And in some of those processed foods, there's things like high fructose corn syrup, which actually makes your body unable to process and make insulin properly, so it can actually cause diabetes. And so avoiding things with those artificial sweeteners like high fructose corn syrup is so important. And then 1 teaspoon of sugar will actually shut down a person's immune system for up to 5 hours. And so if they're sitting in school and they're sharing, you know, coughs and germs with each other, it's so important that they have a strong immune system.
Right.
So what I really do recommend is, and get them involved, have them help you fix their snacks. Things like green beans have a natural insulin effect and can help lower blood sugar. Things that have fiber in them will actually lower the cholesterol and actually help cure or prevent certain things like diabetes.
Right.
And you know, I know a lot of people love to give children juices, like fruit juices, and that's really just like putting pure sugar straight into your bloodstream. So I always recommend eating whole real fruit, and if you can just, you know, give them orange slices. You can even put some lemon juice in it to like help preserve it a little bit in a baggie for later.
What's the difference between natural sugar and sugar?
Actual sugar,
I mean, like the natural the sugar that comes from fruits.
That is such a great question, Rena. But fructose from real fruit is quite a different thing. It's not artificial. It's not artificially produced. It affects our body completely differently than something like high fructose corn syrup, which is, you know, a manufactured sugar. And it quite literally disrupts our hormones, makes us not feel satisfied, and also affects our ability to make insulin. So the high rates of diabetes, I think, are really in correlation with a lot of these artificial things that are added to foods and processed foods. So, you know, shop the outside areas, go to the farmers markets, get, you know, fresh vegetables like cucumbers are really hydrating, and they have a lot of natural electrolytes in them and also a lot of nutrients. You can use those as slices and have like hummus, which is very easy and inexpensive to make with, you can use any kind of beans. And just make a big batch of that and freeze it and bring it out in little packages and your child can use,
We're
cut up
looking at some images.
cucumbers.
Yeah, no, we're looking at the images of your pretty colorful style of bell peppers next to the hummus, and that's what I mean by fooling them, because once you make it look pretty, they're like, ooh, what's this? I'm going to explore that, and of course that's when they begin acquiring the taste, because there is that aspect as well.
Well, and these snacks are healthy for us too, and if we're more eating that type of thing, they kind of copy what we do.
Correct.
They may not listen to us all the time, but they will copy what we do. And if we're eating whole orange slices or hummus with cucumbers or celery sticks, they're more likely to eat that as well. And then there's things like raisins that have a natural oleic acid that will actually help prevent cavities. It destroys the bacteria that can cause cavities. So
really, I didn't know that.
Put raisins with things, or mix it with nuts or seed butters or things like that, and put it on celery sticks. And those just make a wonderful, delicious, high-protein snack.
So when we're referring to the snacks, we're actually giving you some suggestions for that after school pickup. When you pick them up after school, they're always hungry for some reason. They're like starving, like they didn't eat all day. And we tend to go for whatever's accessible. And if you have these quick items put together that you can put together, right?
Yes.
Put together. As a unit in designing this new eating and healthy lifestyle, it becomes something that is almost like a mutual agreement, right? Rather than kind of just putting it on. I'm taking advice from you. I'm taking it in, and I'm going, because my daughter eats fairly healthy. However, she does get into her little, I want chips, I want the snacks that are not necessarily good. I'm not going to name them, but because she's a kid, I'm like, let her have it. But at the end of the day, she's really going to eat whatever I feed her.
Well, and one of the things that you might notice today is there are a lot of chips that are made with bean flour. And I think those are a great alternative. And if you can look for ones that are organic, and they carry things like that at a lot of stores these days, even stores you may not even think about. And sometimes they're less expensive there because people aren't really looking for them. But look for things that look at the ingredient list, and you'll find that a lot of them are made with bean flour or quinoa flour. And those are high protein, and that might be a really good alternative if you do want some chips with some guacamole or something like that.
Right. So at the end of the day, it's high protein, less sugar.
Yes.
Yeah.
And try to keep all the additives and preservatives out of it, because those really can cause terrible problems to children.
Awesome. Great. Thanks for the tips. Nancy Addison, everyone. We love when she's here. And where can people get the book?
Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and my website.
And on her website, of course. Thanks. Thanks for visiting. I hope all is well with you in Texas.
Yes, it is in Dallas, but yes, we could use everybody's prayers and definitely donations to the American Red Cross Disaster Relief Fund. I'm sure they could use a little extra help.
Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, our hearts and prayers are still out there with the people of Texas. I can't even believe it's even still happening. But you guys, not to leave you on a downer, but we have to be concerned with our neighbors in Texas. It's a different state, but they're still our neighbors. So please, if you can, donate to the Red Cross. And once again, for more nutrition tips and advice from Nancy, you can visit her website by going to organichealthylifestyle.com.